Hello guys and welcome back. I got to thank today's artist for the awesome work on the thumbnail, which is Polka Dot Creeper. He has a unique style and a wide variety of art from different properties, so definitely check him out. Link to his DeviantArt will be in the description below, so thanks again. Today I'm going over one of the best additions to the weapon system in Borderlands and how I want to see it progress in future installments of the Borderlands series, which, as you already know if you saw the thumbnail or title, is the idea of multiple or dual element weapons. So with that, let's get right into it. The dual elemental weapons available in all games are the Chimera in Borderlands 1, also a cut iridium weapon that is only in the code of the game but was supposed to feature all the elements. In Borderlands 2 there is the Florentine and Shoelane, and then in Borderlands the pre-sequel there is the Thunderfire, Boomacorn, Frostfire, Moonface, and Minax Atonement. Now as you can see, Gearbox started out very cautiously regarding multiple element weapons. With the Chimera, which was a legendary Atlas revolver, it was shown on the card as being explosive damage, but the red text reads, quote, "A beast of many forms, fire, lightning, and poison," which is in reference to the bullets of the gun dealing explosive damage, but also having the chance to deal an additional incendiary, shock, or corrosive proc. Then Gearbox expanded on this idea with the Shoelane in Borderlands 2. The gun is a unique Malawan SMG, which is received in the Clan War storyline when you side with the Zafford family. The gun combines slag, which is shown on the weapon card, but also adds shock. Now this weapon does have a weakness though, unfortunately. When using the gun, the player is then slagged themselves, and in higher difficulties definitely makes the player more of a glass cannon. In a future DLC for Borderlands 2, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep, Gearbox once again attempted the two-element weapon. Also, it was a Malawan SMG, which can only be obtained in the DLC from the Seraph vendor in Flamerock Refuge. This weapon combines slag and shock damage, both of which are shown on the card. This gun is more similar to a plasma caster though than a traditional SMG, which is more like the Shoelane, due to how bullets work and splash damage works. So a ton of people were upset, especially when it came to using the B-Shield, just because of how E-Techs work with it. Now this weapon does not have any apparent drawbacks compared to the Shoelane, but it's still mostly seen as a niche weapon and isn't used too often by the community. Now it wasn't until Borderlands the pre-sequel that the Borderlands series started to experiment more with the idea of crazy combinations among multiple elements. And I know a lot of you guys will say Gearbox didn't even make Borderlands the pre-sequel, which is true, but Gearbox themselves did make the Claptastic Voyage DLC in-house, which did create arguably the most popular dual element weapon gun in series history. First, let's talk about the multi-element weapons available in the vanilla Borderlands pre-sequel game. First is the Boomacorn. This is a Jacob shotgun that can be obtained randomly from any loot source and is given away as a shift code from a cut seasonal event. This weapon is most similar to the Chimera in Borderlands 1, except explosive is not listed on the card. The gun fires 5 projectiles, each of which can be a random element and color. The elements available are explosive, cryo, corrosive, shock, incendiary, or even nothing, which makes it one of the most unique weapons in the game and provides the largest variety, in large part due to the pellet randomness. Next is the Frostfire, which is a unique submachine gun manufactured by Malawan. This gun is obtainable by the mission The Bestest Story Ever Told, but is only available in normal mode, unfortunately. The Frostfire only shows cryo damage listed on the card, but when fired releases 2 projectiles, one being corrosive and the other being incendiary, but similar to the Shoelane in Borderlands 2, will occasionally freeze the Vault Hunter. Next is the Moonface. It's a unique shotgun manufactured by Jacobs. This weapon is obtained after completing the mission Red Then Dead in the Lunar Launching Station. Now, I know we're talking about multiple elemental damage, when this gun technically does non-elemental and explosive damage, but I still like to count it. The pellets themselves deal non-elemental damage with a 50% explosive splash on impact. Now those are all the guns available in the pre-sequel that have multiple elements. Now we gotta move to the Claptastic Voyage DLC, which was made by Gearbox, which added Minax Atonement, It's a unique laser manufactured by Malawan and available after completing rose tinting. The laser consumes 2 ammo per shot, but each shot is randomly selected to be corrosive, incendiary, or shock, none of which are shown on the weapon card. And finally, what I would call the most memorable gun in the game is the Thunderfire. This gun is a legendary laser manufactured by Malawan. This gun can drop anywhere but has an increased chance from self-loathing and despair. The gun shows shock damage on the card and will always shoot a shock laser that emits an incendiary nova upon hitting an enemy. This gun is great on all characters and can strip away shields and flesh with no problem. In my opinion, this is one of the strongest guns in the game, but also just one of the most fun and rewarding guns to use. It looks, feels amazing, and it really makes players want to hunt and find it. I'd say this gun is to the pre-sequel what the Unkempt Herald is to Borderlands 2. It's that good, that amazing, and that worth finding. So what should Gearbox do in the future? Well, they have barely scratched the surface when it comes to different combinations of elements. We still haven't seen a green fire, which is corrosive and incendiary, a cryo shock weapon, and so many more. The possibilities are actually endless. Now, I don't think these weapons should become common though. They should definitely stick to being unique and higher rarities, so unique, legendary, seraph, and pearls. But if Gearbox does make some strong weapons and make them pearlescents, then it actually makes the hunt to find the rarest weapons in the game worth it. I think we need way more of these weapons and combinations in Borderlands 3, and in more variants than just lasers and SMGs. You know, maybe even like a revolver, if they ever bring those back, and each chamber is a different element, or it varies back and forth. I think there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of cool stuff Gearbox could come up with. But let me know what you guys think down below. Should Gearbox double down on multiple element weapons in Borderlands 3? And if so, what should the rarity of these weapons be? Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.